Section 32 of the Handy Cyclopedia of Things Worth Knowing. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by M.L. Cohen, Cleveland, Ohio, February 2007. The Handy Cyclopedia of Things Worth Knowing by Joseph Trenins, published in 1911. Section 32. Opportunity. They do me wrong who say I come no more, when once I've knocked and failed to find you in. For every day I stand outside your door and bid you wake and ride to fight to win. Wait not for precious chances passed away. Weep not for golden ages on the wane. Each night I burn the records of the day. At sunrise every soul is born again. Laugh like a boy at splendors that have sped. To vanished hopes be blind and deaf and dumb. My judgment seal the dead past with its dead, but never bind a moment yet to come. Though deep in mire, wring not your hands and weep. I lend my arm to all who say I can. No shamefaced outcast ever sank so deep, but yet might rise and be again a man. Dost thou behold thy lost youth all aghast? Dost reel from righteous retribution's blow? Then turn from blotted archives of the past, and find the future's pages white as snow. Art thou a mourner? Rouse thee from thy spell. Art thou a sinner? Sins may be forgiven. Each morning gives thee wings to flee from hell, each night a star to guide to heaven. Weights and measures. Troy weight. 24 grains make 1 pennyweight. 20 pennyweights make 1 ounce. By this weight, gold, silver, and jewels only are weighed. The ounce and pound in this are the same as in apothecary's weight. Apothecary's weight. 20 grains make 1 scruple. 3 scruples make 1 dram. 8 drams make 1 ounce. 12 ounces make 1 pound. Avoirdupois weight. 6 drams make 1 ounce. 16 ounces make 1 pound. 25 pounds make 1 quarter. 4 quarters make 100 weight. 2,000 pounds make 1 ton. Dry measure. 2 pints make 1 quart. 8 quarts make 1 peck. 4 pecks make 1 bushel. 36 bushels make 1 chaldron. Liquid or wine measure. 4 gills make 1 pint. 2 pints make 1 quart. 4 quarts make 1 gallon. 31 1/2 gallons make 1 barrel. 2 barrels makes 1 hogshead. Time measure. 60 seconds make 1 minute. 60 minutes make 1 hour. 24 hours make 1 day. 7 days make 1 week. 4 weeks make 1 lunar month. 28, 29, 30, or 31 days make 1 calendar month. Parentheses, 30 days make 1 month in computing interest, close parentheses. 52 weeks and 1 day, or 12 calendar months, make a year. 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 49 seconds make 1 solar year. Circular measure. 60 seconds make 1 minute. 60 minutes make 1 degree. 30 degrees make 1 sine. 90 degrees make 1 quadrant. 4 quadrant, or 360 degrees, make 1 circle. Long measure. Distance. 3 barleycorns equal 1 inch. 12 inches equal 1 foot. 3 feet equal 1 yard. 5½ yards equal 1 rod. 40 rods equal 1 furlong. 8 furlong equal 1 mile. Cloth measure. 2 1/2 inches equals 1 nail. 4 nails equal 1 quarter. 4 quarters equal 1 yard. Miscellaneous. 3 inches equal 1 palm. 4 inches equal 1 hand. 9 inches equal 1 span. 18 inches equals 1 cubit. 21.8 inches equals 1 Bible cubit. 2 1/2 feet equal 1 military pace. Square measure. 144 square inches equals 1 square foot. 9 square feet equal 1 square yard. 30 1/4 square yards equals 1 square rod. 40 square rods equals 1 rood. 4 roods equals 1 acre. Surveyor's measure. 7.92 inches equal 1 link. 25 links equals 1 rod. 4 rods equals 1 chain. 10 square chains or 160 square rods equals 1 acre. 640 acres equals 1 square mile. Cubic measure. 1,728 cubic inches equals 1 cubic foot. 27 cubic feet equals 1 cubic yard. 128 cubic feet equals 1 cord, parentheses wood, close parentheses. 40 cubic feet equals 1 ton, parentheses shipping, close parentheses. 2,150.42 cubic inches equals 1 standard bushel. 268.8 cubic inches equals 1 standard gallon. 1 cubic foot equals 4/5 of a bushel. Metric weights. 10 milligrams equals 1 centigram. 10 centigrams equals 1 decigram. 10 decigrams equals 1 gram. 10 grams equals 1 decagram. 10 decagrams equals 1 hectogram. 10 hectograms equals 1 kilogram. Metric measure. Friends, 1 milliliter equals 1 cubic centimeter, close parens. 10 milliliters equals 1 centiliter. 10 centiliters equals 1 deciliter. 10 deciliters equals 1 liter. 10 liters equals 1 decaliter. 10 decaliters equals 1 hectoliter. 10 hectoliters equals 1 kiloliter. Metric lengths. 10 millimeters equals 1 centimeter. 10 centimeters equals 1 decimeter. 10 decimeters equals 1 meter. 10 meters equals 1 decameter. 10 decameters equals 1 hectometer. 10 hectometers equals 1 kilometer. Relative value of apothecaries and imperial measure. 1 gallon equals 6 apothecaries pints, 13 apothecaries ounces, 2 imperial drams, or 23 imperial minims. 1 pint equals 16 apothecaries ounces, 5 imperial drams, or 18 imperial minims. 1 fluid ounce equals 1 apothecaries ounce, 0 imperial drams, or 20 imperial minims. 1 fluid dram equals 1 imperial dram, or 2 1/2 imperial minims. Handy metric table. The following table gives the equivalents of both the metric and common systems, and will be found convenient for reference. 1 inch length. Approximately 2.5 centimeters. Exactly 2.539 centimeters. 1 centimeter equals approximately 0.4 inches, or exactly 0.393 inches. 1 yard equals approximately a meter, or exactly 0.914 meters. 1 meter, 39.37 inches, equals 1 yard approximately, or exactly 1.093 yards. 1 foot is approximately 30 centimeters, exactly 30.479 centimeters. 1 kilometer, 1,000 meters, is approximately 5/8 of a mile, or exactly 0.621 miles. 1 mile, equals approximately 1.5 kilometers, or exactly 1.6 kilometers. 1 gram weight equals approximately 15.5 grains, or exactly 15.432 grains. 1 grain equals approximately 0.064 grams, and exactly 0.064 grams. 1 kilogram, or 1,000 grams, is approximately 2.2 pounds avoirdupois, or exactly 2.204 pounds. 1 pound avoirdupois is approximately half a kilogram, or exactly 0.453 kilograms. 1 ounce avoirdupois, or 437.5 grains, equals approximately 28 1/3 grams, or exactly 28.349 grams. 1 ounce troy, or apothecary, (480 grains), equals approximately 31 grams, or exactly 31.103 grams. 1 cubic centimeter, bulk, is approximately 0.06 cubic inches, or exactly 0.6102 cubic inches. 1 cubic inch is approximately 16 1/3 cubic centimeters, or exactly 16.386 cubic centimeters. 1 liter, (1,000 cubic centimeters), is approximately 1 United States Standard Quart, or exactly 0.946 United States Standard Quarts. 1 United States quart equals approximately a liter, or exactly 1.057 liters. 1 fluid ounce is approximately 29.5 cubic centimeters, exactly 29.57 cubic centimeters. 1 hectare, 10,000 square meters, a measure of surface, is approximately 2.5 acres, or exactly 2.471 acres. 1 acre is approximately 0.4 hectares, and is exactly 0.40 hectares. Handy weights and measures. 1 quart of wheat flour is 1 pound. 1 quart of cornmeal weighs 18 ounces. 1 quart of butter, soft, weighs 14 to 16 ounces. 1 quart of brown sugar weighs from a pound to a pound and a quarter, according to dampness. 1 quart of white sugar weighs 2 pounds. 10 medium-sized eggs weigh 1 pound. A tablespoon of salt is 1 ounce. 8 tablespoons make 1 gill. 2 gills, or 16 tablespoonfuls, are half a pint. 60 drops are 1 teaspoonful. 4 teaspoonfuls are 1 wineglassful. 12 tablespoonfuls are 1 teacupful. 16 tablespoonfuls, or half a pint, are 1 tumblerful. The meaning of measures. A square mile is equal to 640 acres. A square acre is 208.71 feet on one side. An acre is 43,560 square feet. A league, 3 miles. A span, 10 7/8 inches. A hand, 4 inches. A palm, 3 inches. A great cubit, 11 inches. A fathom, 6 feet. A mile, 5,280 feet. Domestic and drop measures approximated. A teaspoonful equals 1 fluid dram, or 4 grams. A dessert spoonful equals 2 fluid drams, or 3 grams. A tablespoonful, half fluid ounce, or 16 grams. A wineglassful, 2 fluid ounces, or 64 grams. A tumblerful, half pint, or 256 grams. To tell the age of any person. Hand this table to a young lady, and request her to tell you in which column or columns her age is contained, and add together the figures at the top of the columns in which her age is found, and you will have the secret. Thus, suppose her age to be 17. You will find that number in the first and fifth columns. Add the first figures of these two columns. Table containing 6 columns. Column 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 47, 49, 51, 53, 55, 57, 59, 61, 63. Column 2. 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 14, 15, 18, 19, 22, 23, 26, 27, 30, 31, 34, 35, 38, 39, 42, 43, 46, 47, 50, 51, 54, 55, 58, 59, 62, 63. Column 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 28, 29, 30, 31, 36, 37, 38, 39, 44, 45, 46, 47, 52, 53, 54, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63. Column 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Column 5. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. And finally, column 6. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 41, again, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Dr. Spurzheim's Phrenology. The first claim put forth by the teachers and professional demonstrators of phrenology makes it a system of mental philosophy, besides at the same time presenting a much more popular aspect as a method whereby the disposition, character, and natural aptitude of the individual may be ascertained. These two features of the subject are quite distinct from each other, for while it can serve as a reliable guide for reading character only on the assumption of its truth as a philosophic system, yet the possibility of its practical application does not necessarily follow from the establishment of the truth of its theoretical side. Two of the earliest founders of the science of anatomy, Erasistratus and Herophilus, who lived in the age of Ptolemy Soter, taught that the brain was the seat of sensation and intellect, and that there was therein a certain degree of localization of function. Galen later taught that the brain is the seat of the soul and intellect. From these facts of history, the system of phrenology, though formulated by Dr. Gall, Dr. Spurzheim, and the Fowler brothers and others, rests upon deductions derived from the teachings of the demonstrators of anatomy and students of philosophy. The formulated system of phrenology is very generally believed to be a modern expansion of an old empirical philosophy, but, according to Dr. Gall's account, it arose with him as the result of independent observations. The popularity of phrenology has waned in the public mind, and cultivation of the system is confined to a few enthusiasts, such as pose as teachers of it as a vocation. These claim that phrenology is a practical and important science, and that it rests upon the following principles. First, that the human brain is the organ of the mind. Second, that the mental powers of man can be analyzed into a definite number of measurably independent faculties. Third, that these faculties are innate, and each has its seat in a definite region of the brain. Fourth, that the size of each of these regions is the measure of the power of manifesting the faculty associated with it. The faculties and their locations, as originally constructed by Dr. Gall, were for the most part identified on slender grounds. His procedure was as follows. Having selected the place of a faculty, he examined the heads of his friends and casts of persons with that peculiarity in common, and in them sought for the distinctive feature of their characteristic trait. Some of his earlier studies were among low associates in jails and lunatic asylums, and some of the qualities located by him were such as tend to perversion to crime. These he named after their excessive manifestations, and thus mapped out organs of theft, murder, etc. This, however, caused the system to be discredited. Later, his pupil, Dr. Spurzheim, claimed that the moral and religious features belonging to it greatly modified these characteristics of Dr. Gall's work. The chart of the human head, as invented by Dr. Gall, represented 26 organs. The chart, as improved by Dr. Spurzheim, makes out 35 organs. This is the chart now generally used, and which is shown on a preceding page. The number specifies the location of each organ, which is followed by its phrenological name and classified as follows. Reader's annotation. I will describe the figures referred to. Areas 1 through 5 occupy the occipital region of the skull in the back. Sections 6 through 9, the temporal region around the ear. Return to text. Propensities. 1. Amativeness. 2. Philoprogenitiveness. 3. Concentrativeness. 4. Adhesiveness. 5. Combativeness. 6. Destructiveness. 6a. Elementiveness. 7. Secretiveness. 8. Acquisitiveness. 9. Constructiveness. Reader's annotation. 10 through 12 occur on the parietal region of the skull. Return to text. Lower sentiments. 10. Self-esteem. 11. Love of approbation. 12. Cautiousness. Reader's annotation. The following regions, 13 through 21, occur over the vertex of the skull along the midline. Return to text. Superior sentiments. 13. Benevolence. 14. Veneration. 15. Conscientiousness. 16. Firmness. 17. Hope. 18. Wonder. 19. Ideality. 20. Wit. 21. Imitation. Reader's annotation. The next regions described, 22 through 33, occur in the orbital frontal region, over the eyebrows and the lower forehead. Return to text. Perceptive faculties. 22. Individuality. 23. Form. 24. Size. 25. Weight. 26. Color. 27. Locality. 28. Number. 29. Order. 30. Eventuality. 31. Time. 32. Tune. 33. Language. Reader's annotation. The final two areas occur in the upper frontal region or upper forehead. End annotation. Return to text. Reflective faculties. 34. Comparison. 35. Causality. The judgment of the phrenologist is determined by the size of the brain in general, and by the size of the organs that have been formulated, and these are estimated by certain arbitrary rules that render the boundaries of the regions indefinite. The controversy over phrenology has served undoubtedly the very useful purpose of stimulating research into the anatomy of the brain. It is generally conceded that any psychological theory which correlates brain action and mental phenomena requires a correspondence between the size of the brain and mental power, and generally observation shows that the brains of those whose capacities are above the average are larger than those of the general run of their fellow men. A study of the cuts in comparison of the sizes of different heads and their shape will prove very entertaining with most any group of persons intellectually inclined, and it will be found that persons who are naturally good readers by instinct of human nature can, with its help, make remarkable readings in the delineation of character. Principles of Parliamentary Law. List of motions arranged according to their purpose and effect. Parentheses, letters refer to the rules below. Reader's annotation. I will read those rules immediately following each motion. Modifying or amending. 8. To amend or to substitute or to divide the question. Rule. A motion to amend an amendment cannot be amended. To refer to committee. 7. To commit or recommit. Rule. Opens the main question to debate. Motions not so marked do not allow of reference to main question. End rule. Deferring action. 6. To postpone to a fixed time. Rule. Limited debate allowed on propriety of postponement only. End rule. 4. To lay on the table. Rules. A. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. E. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there is no other business before the House. And Rule G. An affirmative vote cannot be reconsidered. End rules. To limit or close debate. Rules A. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. Or M. Requires a 2/3 vote unless special rules have been enacted. To extend limits of debate. Rule Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. End rules. Suppressing the question. Objections to consideration of question. Rules. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. In order when another has the floor. Requires a 2/3 vote unless special rules have been enacted, and does not require to be seconded. To postpone indefinitely. Rules. Opens the main question to debate. Motions not so marked do not allow of reference to main question, and cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there is no other business before the House. End rules. 4. To lay upon the table. Rules. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. And cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there is no other business before the House. And an affirmative vote cannot be reconsidered. To bring up a question the second time. To reconsider a debatable question. Rules. Opens the main question to debate. Motions not so marked do not allow of reference to main question. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there is no other business before the House. Cannot be reconsidered. And a motion to reconsider may be moved and entered when another has the floor, but the business then before the House may not be set aside. This motion can only be entertained when made by one who voted originally with the prevailing side. When called up, it takes precedence of all others which may come up, excepting only motions relating to adjournment. End of rules. To reconsider undebatable question. Rule. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. E. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there is no other business before the House. Cannot be reconsidered. And a motion to reconsider may be moved and entered when another has the floor, but the business then before the House may not be set aside. This motion can only be entertained when made by the one who voted originally with the prevailing side. When called upon, it takes precedence of all the others which may come up, excepting only motions related to adjournment. And rules. Concerning orders, rules, etc. 3. For the orders of the day. Rules. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there is no other business before the House. In order when another has the floor, and does not require to be seconded. To make a subject a special order. Rule. Requires a 2/3 vote unless special rules have been enacted. To amend rules. Requires a 2/3 vote unless special rules have been amended. To suspend the rules. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there is no other business before the House. Cannot be reconsidered, and requires a 2/3 vote unless special rules have been enacted. To take up a question out of its proper order. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed, and cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there is no other business before the House. To take from the table. To take from the table. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there is no other business before the House, and an affirmative vote cannot be reconsidered. Questions touching priority of business. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. Questions of privilege. Asking leave to continue speaking after indecorum. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. Appeal from chair's decision touching indecorum. Undebatable, but tacit remarks allowed. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there's no other business before the House. In order when another has the floor. And when an appeal from the chair's decision results in a tie vote, the chair is sustained. Appeal from chair's decision generally. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there's no other business before the House. In order when another has the floor. And when an appeal from the chair's decision results in a tie vote, the chair is sustained. Question upon reading of papers. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there's no other business before the House. Withdrawal of a motion. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there's no other business before the House. Closing a meeting. 2. To adjourn, open parens, in committees to rise, or to take a recess without limitation. Undebatable, but remarks may be tacitly allowed. Cannot be amended. Motion to adjourn can be amended when there's no other business before the House, and cannot be reconsidered. 1. To fix the time to which to adjourn. Rule undebatable if another question is before the assembly. Order of precedence. The motions above, numbered 1 to 9, take precedence over all other in the order of numbers, and any one of them, except to amend or substitute, is in order while the motion of a lower rank is pending. General rules. No motion is open for discussion until it has been stated by the chair. The maker of a motion cannot modify it or withdraw it after it has been stated by the chair, except by general consent. Only one reconsideration of a question is permitted. A motion to adjourn, to lay on the table, or to take from the table cannot be renewed unless some other motion has been made in the interval. On motion to strike out the words, "Shall the words stand part of the motion?" Unless a majority sustains the words, they are struck out. On motion for previous question, the form to be observed is, "Shall the main question now be put?" This, if carried, ends debate. On appeal from the chair's decision, "Shall the decision be sustained as the ruling of the House?" The chair is generally sustained. On motion for orders of the day, "Will the House now proceed to the orders of the day?" This, if carried, supersedes intervening motions. When an objection is raised to considering questions, "Shall the question be considered?" Objections may be made by any member before debate has commenced, but not subsequently. End of Section 32. Recording by M.L. Cohen, Cleveland, Ohio, February 2007.